70s, after the punk and the mod culture started, subculture. After that, Ray Petrie has started styling. Okay, so he's a very veteran stylist, and the important thing what he kept in mind is that we should never be restricted to any of the cultures or traditions. First of all, that's why the subculture started. Now, what is subculture? Culture is something which is like, if it is marriage, then we have to wear the red lehenga. Suppose the red color is very important for a bride, so that is what it's the culture. Okay, but if the bride is wearing a pink lehenga instead of a red lehenga or a blue lehenga, then that becomes a subculture. Means subculture started during 70s and 60s, and late you can say about 50s. But all these subcultures started where the people have liberated them. They were not getting restricted to the particular things. They started experimenting on their body with the various garments, wearing them, and they were very free. They got married early. They wanted kids, everything they did, and they enjoyed their life the full way. They didn't care about the societies or anything, and that was the subculture birth was there. So subculture is something where women started wearing pants and shirts. Yes, if it was cultural, like during the Pol Pot period, or we can say very long back in that, which we see that the females used to be very restricted with wearing so much tight corsets and those hobble skirts and long, huge, and so many things were there which they were wearing. But there was one more designer, and she is the very, very, very important again. Her name is Coco Chanel. Chanel. Gabrielle Chanel. Okay. So I will be showing you her picture. How the Chanel has. Yes. See, she is Coco Chanel. Okay. And you can read also the qualities of an ideal wardrobe according to Coco Chanel is black and white, good shoes, plenty of dresses, polish, simplicity, well-fitting clothes. So you can see how she is, Coco Chanel. And yes, one more image, I will be showing it to you of Chanel. Okay, just a minute. I want to show you this also. This is a buffalo style, which you can see, which is styled by Ray Petrie. Now here you can see that the guy is wearing a skirt with a very elaborated blazer or a jacket, and the inside shirt is also opened up to show the revealing the skin. Okay, lot of skin is exposed over here, and with that the white brim hat is given, and on that the plume is given. You can see this, and the skirt is also of the leather textile, or you can say a fetish textile, that is a resin or foul leather, which is called. Now, what is this look? Why the look has been created for the men like this? Ray Petrie's thought was that why in the fashion styling, like styling is something where the look is decided, why we generally stuck up our mind that only the female can wear a skirt. It's not like that. The female, yes, I will be showing you the Coco Chanel. Just give me a minute. Let me complete with this. So here, the female which is wearing pants and shirts, and female can expose, during that time, what generally used to happen is that in the magazines, the cover page shoots, models used to expose their skins and they used to give the photos as per they like it, as per the things. But they never used to do this with the male, because male was something which was very cultural and male has to be like this. So that was the society. So Ray Petrie has broke that norm. Ray Petrie has broke that norm, and decided that males can wear females and females can wear male, and kids can also wear a teenage and a elderly look also. So there is nothing. So try to just show us, he tried to make the society to just think that if you go creative level, you don't have to be completely restricted to one thing. You have to think in a expanded way. You just cannot think, because see, if you will get restricted to yourself, how you will know? Like, you know that red and blue goes or red and green goes, but what about if red and pink can also go? Yes. So here it's about that how you are open minded, how you create your, how you decide. By everything you have to assemble the things first, you have to visualize it, observe it, and after that you have to decide. Same thing goes when you go for a shopping also. When you go for a shopping, you just cannot restrict yourself that yes, only this shop has the very good stuff. As I being told, I will not go any of the shops. Not possible for the stylist. Stylist has to visit every shops, and then they have to decide that what they want to buy, because there will be so many stuffs which have been introduced in the market, and you should be aware of these things. Okay, so here the important lesson we learned about is that we should always, as a stylist, it's very important that we have to be very open minded. We should have a keen observation. Ray Petrie has observed so many street people, Rastafarians people, all those, there's jogi kind of the big hairs, and they have those dreadlocks. And he saw some people are very much colored hair, like something yellow color or green color hair also. So where what he saw, those kind of style was named after later, named as, so those who wear such colors, and that is called as a punk style. Punk, punk look. Okay, so these kind of styles which literally has been developed in our uh, ancestors. You will also, you must be hearing so many stories from your grandfathers and mothers. They are telling that in our time we used to have this kind of fashion, and so many things they share with you as a story. So you should treasure those stories also with you to style, because you need in your style diary every styles which already happened in the past, and that you should always keep, because now is the fashion about contemporary. Whatever the old is there, we are just innovating it in the new manner, and we are creating the look. Yes, we, we see like how we saw the film of Padmavat. Now the Rani Padmavati, what she was wearing that time, all the things the costume stylist has decided, the designer has decided to give her that particular look, but the stylist has also kept that in the mind that now the new upcoming generation should not get bored with the basic only those old tradition garments. They want some change, so they change their color combinations, they can change their little bit uh, design things in that. Okay, so that's the reinventing the look, that's called as, like whatever the look was there, already the character was there, we can reinvent also. Okay, because we are a stylist. Same thing, like how we do it. So this is a example I gave. But yes, now see, now if sometimes we have to give a fresh thing also. Okay, now if you make a pizza, there is a procedure of the pizza, and you know like how to style the pizza, like you put the toppings and all, and then you style it upon. So same thing, but for styling that pizza, for giving that all the toppings and all, what you do is that you source to the market, you get the ingredients from the markets first. So same thing here in the styling, you first has to source the things, you have to do the research, and you have to get all the things and the materials with you, and then only you can give a best pizza, that is your best dress and your best look. Okay, so for that, whatever things you get in the market, something very interesting, eye catchy, whether it is very, you can say a 10 rupees material also, don't feel hesitate that why should I buy only 10 rupees ka material. You can get that also and keep it with you if it is very good. Okay, so if it's something attractive, because stylist has to keep these things with them. Okay, so these are the tips which we can learn from Ray Petrie. Ray Petrie has did that, and he created so many look for so many people, especially the style which we are wearing nowadays, that is basically a t-shirt, a jacket, or a pant, that was not developed in that time. It was developed by Ray Petrie. That's why it is called as a buffalo style. Okay, so this is just a little bit review that I had word with you all and shared with about Ray Petrie. And now I'll be telling you about, yes, someone asked me that Coco Chanel, you want to see again? So I'll be sharing that picture again with you. So you can see like what the Coco Chanel. Okay, I can show you more Chanel pictures also. Here, see, she's Chanel. Okay, she is wearing a skirt, a t-shirt, and a blazer. And you can see.
Ma'am, please show the first picture, first slide first.
Yes, I will show it to you. Just a minute. Yo, it is. This is the first picture which I showed. Please off your audio. I am getting disturbed. Please off your audio. Yes. Okay, I think I have shared with you. Now see, let me discuss more further. I will be sharing with you something more. Okay, you can see Susie Fao. She is the founder, the owner of the capsule wardrobe. So what the Susie Fao has done now, in 1970s, you can see she is a person who has termed the word wardrobe. This word which came, that she has termed wardrobe. She was the person who thought that the working class, after the World War happened, okay, these working class women, how they can manage their day-to-day dresses. They have to rush upon, they don't have that much time, they have to go for the work. So for that, what she decided, that why not build a wardrobe? Why not create such things, and why not keep those things in our wardrobe which are essentials required every day, which we need? Like we need jacket, we need tie, we need pants, we need camisoles, we need, so many things are there which are required. So all this was necessity in our wardrobe, which we see in our cupboard. Like we need belts, we need footwears, but for particular whatever you say, like you wear formal wears or you wore a casual wear, you need the, you cannot wear your formal shoes with the casual wear, right? So what all this is required in your wardrobe, that is called as the essentials of wardrobe. Wardrobe means what? Let me explain you first. Wardrobe is nothing but just a box in which you keep all the essential things which are required, okay, which are very, very necessary. So your cupboard in which your dresses are there, your blouses are there, your tops are there, your denims are there, all these things which are there, the essential things, that is there in the wardrobe. Okay, So this wardrobe term was coined by Susie Pao. Her name is Susie Pao. So after that, in 1970s, when she started with the wardrobe, she started building the wardrobe for the personal clients. Simultaneously, another designer came, and her name is Donna Karan. Donna Karan. So I'll be sharing with you this image. Yes. Um, Here you can see this is the collection of the Donna Karan. That was the essential collection, which is you can see over here, where the completely now this was during her fashion show, where she made the model to wear this bodysuits, black bodysuits. Completely, the whole collection was black. She introduced this specially, okay, and she just made the models to wear this on the ramp, okay, and by combining it with so many different costumes. Like now you can see the upper portion over here, one of the model who is standing, she is wearing a fitted blouse. You can see that, which is of crew neck. Now with that, she is wearing a skirt. But actually the one she is wearing above is a bodysuit. It is not a blouse. But on that only she wore the skirt. So this is the thing, what is this called as? Like sometimes you can see nowadays that we wear the sari in a different way. Do we wear the sari as usual? No. We wear the sari like a jacket also sometimes. So that sari is acted as a key pieces. So what it is called as, these garments are called as key pieces. You can note it down. These garments are called as key pieces. Okay. So what Donna Karen has thought that same thing like Susie Fowler has thought, she thought now the working class people are very busy in their day-to-day life. Why not create for them the key pieces which are required? Okay, so key pieces like reversible jacket is also key pieces. Like sometimes you want to go for a formal meeting and you wear a formal jacket, and then some in that particular day only you have a second meeting which is with your semi-formal meetings with your friend or someone, and you don't have time. So what you will do, you will just reverse the jacket, and that will be a casual one, and you can wear it and go. So again, the reversible jacket here acted as a key piece garment. Sometimes what happens that you can see that you are wearing a shirt, okay, and inside you are wearing a tank top or a, like what you say in normally generally in Indian language it's called as a ganji. Now when you wear a ganji or a tank top inside and you are wearing a shirt above, and some you want to go for a gym, now what you can do is you just remove your shirt and go for the gym. So here, these kind of garments which are there, these are all your key pieces, and they are always has to be there in your wardrobe. That is called as the essentials of wardrobe. Okay. Now, essentials of wardrobe, first of all, you need to make a list of that. Whatever is there right now, your wardrobe must be not that clear one. You know, some things are there and some must be not there in that wardrobe, which are required. So for that, you need to make a list. What you need to do? You need to make a list of that particular things which are there in your wardrobe. So that list is called as an inventory list. What it is called? Inventory list. So that you need to make up. When you make an inventory list, that means that is a checklist in which you are writing that how many pants you have, how many shirts you have, how many skirts you have, how many trousers you have, how many jackets you have, like all that, all the categories. Now, why you will write all this? Yes, when you go for a shopping next time, you know that you have a brown pant. With that, how many kind of combinations can go that you will try to shop next time? So for that, You need to know like what is there in some, because we are always messed up with our wardrobe. We keep all the stuff together and then we forget that yes, this stuff was there with me and I can style that stuff. So generally this thing happens because we don't have our inventory list with us. You always has to update your inventory list. Update it as soon as you add something more in your wardrobe. You need to update it, but it has to be always updated, and you should always mention all the things in that, like what kind of bows you have, what kind of scarves you have, what kind of ties you have. You never know that this kind of stuff which we already there in the wardrobe but is not visible in our eyes, and we forget, that will be visible to you when you start making a list. Okay, so that's the thing, the way you have to do same thing for your client also. Because if you are a wardrobe stylist, it's very important when you visit your client, you check all the wardrobe, in that all the things which she has or he has, and then you have to make the inventory list of that, and then you have to start creating the look for her. Okay, so setting up the look, creating the look is now an important procedure. And that procedure is all about is what? Inspiration. Okay? How you're going to get inspired? Are you aware? Like, what is the inspiration now? Let me tell you. See, we can get inspired from anything. Anything means whatever we like, we get inspired. Suppose I like a mango tree. Okay? Now, if I like a mango tree, that means I like something, a very good thing which is there in the mango tree. Like I can see that the whole tree is huge, and I can see those very ripe mangoes are there on the trees during summer seasons. Okay, and the color of the mango and the smell of the mango. This is all inspiring me. So what I'll be doing is now one day I'm thinking and I'm just sitting and I will start wondering that, oh, I like this mango so much that I want this color only itself to be in my garment. I want that mango color only. I want that mango color to be in my garment. I'm so much attracted. I'm so much inspired by the mango. Okay. Then I see that this mango has a very beautiful, please off your audio. Okay. So when I see that the mango has a very beautiful shape, that is called as a paisley. That is called as a paisley. Now this paisley is now into the fashion, became a motif. First, early time people, how they used to do it, they used to get inspired from these nature, the day-to-day life they used to see, and then they used to implement those things on their designs in their garments, right? So that's the thing which we also have to do when we do for styling. If we see that someone is wearing a dhoti, those babas and some people who are there in the temples, when we see them, they are wearing something dhoti, then they are wearing a shawl like something, and then they are draping themselves. Sometimes we see them only in the fabric which is draped on their body. Okay, so all these are our daily, actually they are our examples and they are our models where we can see them, and then we can you know implement those styles also in our styling and in our design. Okay, like I can give you a good example of a drawstring. Have you heard the word drawstring? The drawstring means a nada, basic. Okay, now this drawstring, what is happening in the drawstring is, just a minute. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so see now, this drawstring which we are getting inspired is coming from where? What is the actual drawstring mechanism when we put it on a salwar? What happens? We put it inside and then we take it out, and then whenever we require that time it comes out and it goes inside, right? That's the to and fro. Now, the person who has actually thought, very initial person, how that person has got inspired from where? From the drawers, you know, or from the well. The well, from the well, the people used to pull the water from out, then they put the bucket inside. So that's why in English it is called as a drawing of water from the well. So same, this word came, the string was called as a drawstring from this mechanism. We see even the table drawers which are there, they are also going in and they're coming out. So what is that basically happening? That's the mechanism, in and out. So this inspiration is taken from the day-to-day life. Okay, so this is the way we have to think for the styling also, how to do the styling that is getting inspired from all the things which we see. Everything is surrounded around you. You just have to look upon. That's what we are doing as a stylist. Because we have to be very keen with our details and perfection in our styling by giving a best combination colors, by giving a best combination of patterns, by giving a best combination of prints, by giving them, the model has to be, or the person or personality has to be as per the body types. Okay, so here I will be sharing with you now some PPTs. Okay, let's go with the first one, that is which I've shared with you right now. That is about Susie Fao, that which you already I discussed with you. And next is Donakaran, that I also have discussed with you. See, you can see in that the 7 easy pieces. That's the bodysuit, jacket, pants, accessorize, dress, tights, skirts, all these things which she has introduced. You can see the models are wearing the black bodysuit. On that, they are trying to wear the trench coat, the shirt, and the pants. And this is the way that model has started wearing. So now this body type, you can see the body type. How is the body type? There are the 3 very important body types. First is your ectomorph body, then mesomorph body, and then endomorph body. So these are the 3 body types which you should know. Okay, in which you can see that how these all the body types are. Like suppose if it is ectomorph, ectomorph is the one who is very slimmer and sometimes taller and sometimes average heights also, but they're very lean body. They are very slimmer body, slim body. Mesomorph is a very perfect body, which is not slimmer also and which is not very heavier also. So that is mesomorph. And who are the endomorph body types? They are the people who are very heavier from their stomach, like their bulky stomach is there, and even sometimes they have a wider shoulders, but they don't have. They sometimes they have a wider hip also. So this is the thing which endomorphs are facing about their body structure. And so accordingly, now these body types, what kind of garments will be suitable? That is very important as a stylist you should learn about. Okay. So there are the things which you should know as this is about prints and patterns. Like suppose if there is a ectomorph body is slimmer, you need to give them more what do you say, a constructive garment so that they look because they are very shapeless, so we need to give them shape, so we need to add a constructed garments on them. We need to give them a little heavy like fullness in the garments, like we can give them a pleated sleeves or a ruffled sleeves, or we can give them a nice structured constructed peplums or a pleated trousers we can give them. So that's what all about ectomorph. But when we talk about mesomorph, they are hourglass figures also. They are very perfect figures where we can make and create so many look on them. So many fashions can be suitable to the mesomorph body. So there, that is very basics. Like you can style upon any of the style will look on them good, most probably. And for endomorph, it's very important that we have to give them not those sturdier fabrics and sturdier things. We have to give them a fluid garment so that they don't look more bulkier by giving them more. If we give them a very stiff cotton, they will look more bulkier. So there, we are not going to, what we are going to do is we are not going to give them, we are not going to give them a stiff fabrics. We have to give them a fluid fabrics. Okay, so that is about the endomorph body. Same thing, we have to think about that what kind of height they are, what kind of, always keep this in mind that before styling, it is not necessary that every body is a endomorph, ecto or meso. Sometimes there is a combinations also.
This will